Fine.
I was actually a bit nervous, and then Baba you will all
I
be.
was as nervous because I was trying to put in this in three places and I was in a hurry because I didn't want to waste your time. And
No,
next I've given another appointment at 5:30. So
oh, right, okay. Ma'am, no. There's no question of wasting.
appointment means online.
Yeah, of course. Great. Ma'am, how are you?
I'm fine.
And I would like to really thank you from the bottom of my heart to have accepted my request to join this. Considering I'm just no one, I'm an ordinary fan. That's all.
No, nothing like that. Fans are the one who make a star, They are the one who make big stars and people, musicians and everyone. So they are the encouragement, and for them only we do everything. So a fan is not an ordinary thing. So a fan is the greatest. Thank you.
Thank you.
And you are the greatest fan of Rahman.
Thank you, ma'am. I mean, whenever I see sir, he says, "You're crazy, man." In fact, A.R.Rahman ma'am keeps saying, "Why don't you save some money as opposed to coming for every concert?" Anyway,
Life is to enjoy, no?
yeah, I mean that's it, ma'am. Who knows?
Especially in such situation, you can think of, at least I enjoyed whatever I wanted to do. I did.
Correct. In fact, when you think about it, ma'am,
Anything might happen anytime, right?
true, because when you think about it, Trichy concert was mid of Feb. Little did
Yeah.
we know that 1 month, 2 months later, things would be totally different. And I'm so glad I made it for that concert. Had I had planned for something else, that wouldn't have happened. So, ma'am, first of all, congratulations. Great news at home. How is GV doing? How is a newborn baby? And how is it?
Yeah. She's fine. She's so pretty. Mashallah. Alhamdulillah. So God has blessed him with a great, lovely daughter.
And பேர் வச்சாச்சா?
அவங்க ஏதோ பேர் வச்சிட்டு இருக்காங்க. அது ஃபைனலைஸ் பண்ணிட்டாங்களான்னு எனக்கு தெரியல.
Right.
அதுக்கப்புறம் நான் உங்களுக்கு சொல்றேன். கண்டிப்பா போட் பண்ணி சொல்றேன் பேரு.
Right, okay. And so, ma'am, how are you coping up with this lockdown? I know life is different for everyone. You also, I remember you telling me that you couldn't even buy laddus on that day.
I know. But it's a different experience, no? So every time a baby is born, we buy laddus, distribute sweets, and keep celebrating. This time, nobody sees. Nobody sees the baby. Nobody's allowed to touch the baby. So it's like that. This is a different experience. So, but just seeing the baby alone in the hospital without anybody, just their Saindavi's parents, Saindavi, one nurse, myself and Prakash, just we were there to see the baby. So it was real. For me, it was a precious moment because
Of course.
Not surrounded by too many people, I'm so happy. No, I love people, but at that spot, especially when infections are babies prone to infections, so we should not. That was a happy moment. Still, another different experience.
Of course, great, ma'am. I mean, I the thing is, I mean, usually in my podcast, it's like more conversational, and there is no cliche questions, so to speak.
Okay.
It's just totally conversational and things that just comes from my heart. So I don't really script anything. I just ask whatever I feel like. So if any of the questions are a bit naive and you feel it's absolutely silly, you can just tell me. I'm totally fine with that. Because I'm not a professional interviewer.
I'm as silly as you. Don't even worry.
Ma'am, may I ask, what does it feel like to be a sister of A.R.Rahman, ma'am?
This was the question you're talking about? Okay, yeah. It is lovely to have a brother like that who's, so talented and so loved by everyone, and who's so matured and humble and sweet. There are so many things to learn from him. Apart from music, you can learn a lot of things from him. So that humility, spirituality, and the broad thinking. So many things. Every day we learn a lot of things from him.
Awesome. Yeah. And well, I mean, I don't know. I feel very nervous when I'm about to see him, when he's also at a distance. The very thought of the fact that, okay, he's around the corner and he's just about to come out and I'm about to meet him, my whole body shivers. And
I know there is an aura around him that makes you get nervous, especially when I'm singing and he's commenting. Even if he's going to say very good, I'm like, oh, please don't open your mouth. I'm going to be very nervous, and that's going to shake my singing and other things. It's my poise, shake my poise really. So yes, I'm as much a fan as you are. But the thing is, I've got used to it more than you.
Yes, of course. What is it like during the recording sessions and all, ma'am? Like, the thing is, the fact that you're obviously older than sir. Do you?
But I've never considered that, or
Okay.
neither has he considered that.
Do you ever tell him that
It's just a
this is
matter
all-
of 365 days, we nullify it.
Right. Okay. So you never take that leverage.
No,
of-
I've never. Just because I've born 365, or rather 300 and 400 days or something. So I have never taken that as an advantage, definitely.
Right.
Or
Okay.
another, or has he given that as an advantage? Definitely not. Of
Right.
course,
Okay.
he gives a little bit of respect than my younger sisters.
Okay.
That he gives to everybody, but maybe an inch more. So that way, I am privileged. So
Okay.
because he never tries to come and dominate me because I'm elder to him, but neither do I dominate him. I'll never do that.
Right. Okay. And ma'am, does he actually call you Akka? Is it?
No, not at all. Not even once in his life he's called me.
I was just curious, Avada, ma'am.
Yeah, he's called me Raihanah only.
Right. And ma'am, I mean, of course, the fact that the sound that comes out of the studio, and we guys living thousands and thousands of miles away, waiting for that one little sound that comes out,
True.
and eagerly waiting for anything that comes out of his
Yeah.
studio. Does he actually share it with you all for free
See,
things?
I get to hear it when you get to hear it. At the
Okay.
same time, sometimes when he just brings it for prayer or plays it to my mother, then we get to hear it. And there are times when we do harmonies or when I have to sing
Yeah.
a track or something like
Yeah.
that. So those times I get to hear it before. Very
Okay.
rarely I get to hear before. And when we are doing some re-recording, we get to, hear a score while we are singing the re-recording hummings and all.
Awesome. And have you ever actually told him, or has there been any instance where there is a track that you heard and you may not have actually liked it, but did you actually manage to tell him? How does he take it
How
otherwise?
can I not like his track? There has never been an instance that I don't like his track, but I could have. There was a time, when I was singing Balle Laka, it was not sung by SPB sir first. It was sung by
Yeah.
somebody else who did not know Tamil actually. So it was sounding a little odd for me, but I never told anything because I'm singing in that song, and if I start giving my criticism, he would probably not let me sing it. So I just heard it and I went off, and then I sang my portion and I went off. But later, SPB sir came and did that portion, and it was very, very magical, really. So
Yeah.
it was very naive of me not to understand that this has to be sung like this, and if it was sung like that, it would be like that. And that kind of thought didn't occur to me at that time. But maybe
Yeah.
now I will probably think if something is like that, okay, it's going to be better, definitely. And
Right.
and we all know, no, till the last moment he keeps on improving his tracks.
Yeah.
So
Of course. Ma'am, I mean, another absolute silly question again. Of course, considering that you're his sister, and when you sing for him, do you actually still get paid, or you say, okay, I'm just your
of course he pays. He pays. He definitely pays. Sometimes it's also like, okay, let my sister get some payment, I think so. I don't know what. I think so. I don't know what is running in his mind, but he pays me. Whatever others pay me, he pays me. Probably, yeah, it's the same amount. Yeah. Because I take this payment and code it to others. So and they give me that.
Of course. Yeah. It wasn't about that. It was just more curious to see, okay, she's just my sister. I don't have to pay her.
No, I would love to sing free for him, definitely. Even if he calls me to sing freely, I would.
Ma'am, to be honest with you, I remember telling him when I met him in Delhi for the first time in 2017 when I came all the way. I told him,
Uh,
sir, I think I'll come and join you as a security guard. And he said, "Rent nalla bore adichidum."
I
So,
remember one of my friend telling, I, just because you told me this, I'm telling you.
yeah, yeah,
I don't want to mention the name. Is a singer also, and he was
yeah,
telling he came to the program for rehearsal, in the venue for the
yeah,
rehearsal, and he was
yeah.
telling, நான் இந்த ஸ்டேஜ்ல ஒரு ஈயாவாவது இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு or at least நான் இதுக்கு ஒரு ஸ்வீப்பராவது இருக்கணும். He said, you silly guy. So yeah,
You never know,
really I'm
ma'am.
privileged to be on the stage really with
Yeah,
him.
please. Who knows, ma'am? You never know. I might just leave everything one day and just come for him in Chennai.
அச்சோ. நம்ம நம்மளோட வேலையை நம்ம பார்க்கணும். நம்ம எதுல ப்ரொஃபஷனலா இருக்குமோ அதை நம்ம கண்டிப்பா பார்க்கணும்.
Mm.
பிளான்ங்கிறது ஒரு சைடு, இது ஒரு சைடு. கம்ப்ளீட்டா அதுலயே எம்எஸ் ஆயிடக்கூடாது. That's not good for you.
But you never know, ma'am. I don't know what's in store. Who knows? Anyway, ma'am, this is basically something that one of my friends asked me to ask you. He has been following absolutely everything that you have done, and then there was this. He said when I told him that Sir's
Oh,
sister is coming on the podcast, he said, "Chandra, please ask her this question, but
how
don't
sweet.
ever." I said, "Okay, since you are emphasizing it, I'll definitely ask it right at the start of the podcast." He
Okay.
says, "What happened to that Rasayana Rojakal album?"
Oh yeah, I remember there was someone, I think in Ballelak video or something.
Yeah.
When is Rasayana Rojakal going to happen? Yeah, in fact, yeah. My brother sent me that, and I said, when are we doing it? So I got one law. I don't want to say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So I really want to do that because I think that album is a very beautiful album. Very beautiful album. The two songs.
What the same friend had to say, this is his wild guess, saying something must have happened with that album for sure. They have gone ahead and started composing, and he believes that the song Ennile Maha Olio is
Yeah.
actually from that album.
Yeah. It is.
Oh yeah, okay. He
Yeah,
has actually
it is.
right? Oh
Yeah.
wow, right. How was the Coke Studio experience, ma'am? And you know where I'm heading.
It is a very beautiful experience. We had the best of the musicians.
Yeah.
Prasanna, Keba, Shivamani, and some of his KM students, Yash,
Mm.
So it was a very, very beautiful experience. Lovely. We went to Mumbai to record this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, personally, ma'am, you obviously know that Sir's tracks is like it's either instant poison or it's a slow killer. This is what happens most of his tracks, and I'm sure you'd have heard this from a lot of people. But
Yes,
this,
yeah.
especially this one, and especially in the Coke Studio, the moment I started watching it, I was glued with all the songs and it just caught me. And especially this particular song that you sang, ma'am, it was just absolutely outstanding. And
Ennile Maha Olio.
yes,
It is a beautiful lyric.
Mm.
And my ringtone, my caller tune is
Yeah.
Ennile Maha Olio since the day it came out.
I
So till now, I have that only. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful lyric which says Ennile Maha Olio. That line is enough, to brighten you up, to glow you or whatever, or to find the great God inside you, or the power of you. So it's a lovely, lovely word.
Awesome. Ma'am, probably on that note, do you think you could probably hum a few lines of that song?
Yeah, sure. Ennile Maha Olio, Ennile Maha Olio, விண்ணிலே இசைத்தானிழோ, விண்ணிலே இசைத்தானிழோ, தாமிழோ, தாமிழோ.
Beautiful, ma'am. Love it. Absolutely. You're singing
Thank
it
you.
effortlessly, ma'am. How is that possible?
What?
You're
What?
saying so effortlessly.
Oh. No, it's quite a simple song. It's not a very difficult song. We can sing it. Yeah. I know the talam of it is difficult because it
Yeah.
is in 7/8, but uh, it is quite a simple song.
I mean, it might be simple for you, ma'am, but it doesn't feel like it for others.
Okay.
Ma'am, the thing is, I
Uh,
mean, one of the things I basically wanted to share was this is going back in time, and during my childhood days, I was back in Bangalore then. I've been here in Australia for about 20 years now. And what
mm,
I used to do in my childhood is I was living in Bangalore, and whenever there was any kind of news that a new album was going to come, that
mm,
during those times we were relying on the newspapers. For
mm,
example, okay, this album is going to be out releasing tomorrow, day after, whenever, and I would
mm,
run to the music stores in Brigade Road and MG Road, sorry,
mm.
Brigade Road in Bangalore, and there were two music stores.
Okay.
One was Music World, and the other one was Planet M. And
Okay.
at the Planet M store, I think
Mm,
when that store was newly opened, they had an
mm.
imprint of Sir's palms on it, like this. And
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if you might remember, because that was quite a big thing then. So
Huh.
when that happened, even though there was no new album coming out of Sir's studio, I would still go to that music store just to go put my hands there on that imprint to feel like I'm actually touching Sir.
Oh, sweet.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I have done things like this in my childhood, and then for me, any new album is like Diwali for me. It's like
Oh,
okay,
oh,
and
yeah. It used to be. Yes, yes. For everyone, not just
yeah,
you. For everyone, because those days the cassettes will be released on a particular day, and
correct,
all the, and you can physically feel them,
correct, correct.
and see the pictures, and make it run, rerun, and all that. That impact is not there in a
Yeah,
digital whatever
yeah,
music.
yeah,
So I am missing it. Like the impact of opening that letter and reading,
yes,
that
yes,
impact that you have is not there on the email.
yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah,
Mm.
ma'am. Actually,
So
on that note, when an
mm.
album is about to be released, or would you actually get a copy from him? Hey, here you go. Hey, sister, this is your copy. Or
No, no, it's distributed by the office to many people. So
okay,
the moment I know it has come, I'll run and grab it there. Certain albums, he will not get it before the release. So those
uh,
days, I will go to the shop and buy it.
oh really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
And
wow.
I was also heading as cassette
Yeah,
unit,
yes.
duplication unit. So I get to master his, I get to master his songs, and thankfully, whatever I had done at that time was a
Mm,
great, great hit, like Jeans, and then
mm.
Veere, then Padayappa,
Oh
all
wow.
that we did, and it was
Yeah.
fantastic experience. And the way the sales went, and how we used to print and print and print and give them copy, duplicate, print the name, so many things. That smell
Wow.
of the print, and the smell of the tapes, and the sound of the music. Oh, it was awesome! Really, those days were really great.
Yeah, absolutely, ma'am.
Especially on the jeans, and the Kannodu Kanbadalam. Oh my
Oh
God,
yeah.
I really love that song. And I used to simply sing. That time I didn't become a bigger singer. I was just
Yeah.
not even a one song wonder that time. I think I don't know. Yeah, yes. So I used to keep singing, and the people who wrap up the cassettes, they all will ask you, "Did you sing that song? Did you sing that song?" So I was feeling proud about that itself.
Right. Yeah, of course. Ma'am, the thing is, I mean, I was just keen to ask you. The thing is, the way something that I have been ritually doing right from a long, long time, and I do it even now, even after the 99 songs got released, is when
Mm.
an album comes out, or even a single comes out for that matter, it goes in an infinite loop for me. It
Oh.
goes on and on and on and on and on.
Mm.
And what I've also noticed is I sometimes, even after 1 or 2 years, I feel that I've just heard a brand new sound in it.
Mm. True.
Is it just me, or actually everyone does it, or is it just me, my
No, no,
crazy?
I do have the feeling also. Every time I hear it, it sounds so fresh, and
Yeah,
every time it looks like, I mean, it sounds like a very new stuff for me.
mm,
And one of the reason is I think he takes so much care and so many inputs in that. Even he tries to put everything new as much as possible, so
mm.
that it sounds fresh even after 25 years. It's going to still sound like a fresh
Yeah,
brewed coffee, or fresh
yeah.
done song.
Actually, ma'am, you've touched a very good point there. Uh,
Mm.
I've got some other friends who are also based in Australia and are absolute crazy A.R. Rahman
Mm.
fans. One of the things that the albums that stands out even today, after a long, long time since it has been released, is Tiradata. And
Yes, yes.
how is it so relevant even now? It's like 25 years old. How did
Yeah,
he
true.
know that something like this is going to stand out? How does this happen, man?
Uh, I think it's the out of the box singer, especially that Konjam Nilavu. It's an
Yeah,
out of the box singer. Those days, people like Anupama didn't sing. It
yeah.
was a fresh voice.
Hmm,
Treatment was also very, very new, very ultra modern, and
hmm.
of course, there was a folk, and that was an a cappella, and that was quite new at that time.
Yeah, yeah.
So he treated very nicely a cappella. The
Hmm,
lyrics were fantastic, and
hmm,
all the songs had brilliant
hmm,
lyrics.
hmm.
And Veerapandi Kotel is a different
Yeah,
journey altogether.
correct.
That's like royalty, and
Yeah,
or
yeah,
uh, that kind of stuff. You
yes,
get a grandeur in that, as
correct.
well as that is also a different treatment, which I think I think the India what do you say, Tamil film songs or Indian film songs have not seen that kind of treatment.
Correct.
It's a what do you say? It is a bright song, but still it had a beautiful melody running through.
Yeah,
So the blend of all those, the orchestrations, the choruses, the lyrics, everything was brilliant, and
yeah,
that's one of the reasons I think it is. It's
yeah.
still now very, 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 very fresh.
Very true, ma'am. I mean, in fact, even Roja runs even today on my playlist, and Pudu Vellai Malai just takes me to a
Yeah,
different world. I keep
yeah,
wondering how 27 years old album, and then it is still so relevant.
yeah.
It
It's
creates
relevant.
a
That's
magic
the thing.
for me.
Even for me, I feel it's very, very relevant. The people who are making songs, I don't know if they can make more modern than Rahman. I'm quite doubtful about it
Yeah, I agree.
because he was so modern at that time itself that I don't know if someone can make it more modern.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yes, I think
Someone
I.
who has almost touched him, I think, is Harris Jairaj.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ma'am, this is actually going away from music. This is something that I've always wondered.
Mhm.
Of course, I try and find an opportunity to travel to India or anywhere when Sir does a concert, and then that's a good opportunity for me to meet him,
Mm.
yourself, your sister, and all the crew.
Thank you.
One of the things I've noticed is how do you all keep yourself so young even now, like you don't age. When Sir posts his new picture, I keep wondering, is it the spirituality or what is it that keeps you all so young? It's the same thing applies for Ishrat as well. She's absolutely young, gorgeous, so is you no
Actually,
one will
Ishrit is
ever
9 years
tell.
younger to me. She's young. So I think one of the reasons why we have kept ourselves young is because we always keep learning.
Yeah.
In my own way, I learned something. And then Rahman also, in his own way, he's learning about spirituality, about music, about so many things. I think we always keep updating ourselves and learning something. We're open to new
Mm,
things.
mm,
So that is one thing. And in our mind, I've always felt I'm a college student. In my mind, I don't want to think that I'm okay, I'm a mother of such a big son or such a big daughter, or I have a daughter. I don't want to think like that at all. I always, in my mind, I'm still that college student.
age is just a number, man.
True, yeah. And if you keep on learning, thinking that okay, you have to learn so many things, you're still a student in life, then I think you will be young.
Of course, yeah,
And we don't have any ill will towards anybody. We always have good thoughts, positive thoughts,
Yeah.
uh, no hatred towards anyone, no doing bad things to anyone. So we might get angry, of course, but that will not be carried on forever. It is just that
Okay.
momentous stuff.
Actually, on that note, I'm just curious once again, does Sir get angry? What actually makes him angry if that's
He gets lesser. His anger is lesser than mine, and
okay?
its anger is very very momentous.
Okay.
Because he has a lot of things to do. He doesn't have energy to put it on into anger and spoil his mood. So, if at all he gets angry only at that instant. And the next time when you see him, I might think, oh, he's angry with me, and when I'm looking at him, but he'll be smiling and going. So that is something I've always wondered. How can he do that? Even for me, it might take at least half an hour to half a day, but for him, it is just that moment. That's all.
Great. Ma'am, I mean, again, I mean, these things I keep asking you. What does he listen to? What does his playlist look like on his phone? Just curious.
See, honestly, I don't know, but I know that he watches a lot of YouTube and he
Okay.
keeps listening. Yeah, he keeps listening to various music. But
Right.
honestly, I really don't know, and
Okay.
I don't want to ask him also because my playlist is mine and his playlist is his.
Yeah.
When we were young, yes, my father you had this all this that black disc,
Yeah. Yeah.
that black disc
Gramophone.
records, yeah.
Uh,
So those records used to be piled up in my house, and
Wow.
we used to keep on listening to those songs.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was all the latest, the
Yeah. Yeah.
Carpenters, the ABBA,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
we grew up listening to that kind of music. Queen,
Mm-hmm.
Rahman introduced, Queen was introduced by Rahman,
Mm-hmm.
Pink Floyd, and so many. Those
Wow.
days, our playlist was the same because when you put one record player at home, everybody listens to it. Till I was in that home, I used to listen to what he used to listen.
Yeah. Right. Great. Ma'am, obviously you've done a lot of concerts with Sir. Is there a personal favorite one where you feel that this is the concert that comes to my mind when I think about it?
I think it was this Hollywood Bowl. There was this Hollywood Bowl in America, probably
Yeah.
LA.
Mm,
I think it's LA. So there
mm,
was this concert where uh, more of the whites were there than of our Indian population. Because some Indian population was there. So that
mm.
day, I sang Chaya Chaya. It was so well received
Wow.
by the audience, and actress Nandita Das was there.
Yeah, yeah.
Came running behind me after I finished the concert. And she didn't leave me till I went to my room. So she held me
Wow.
back and she
Wow.
started talking and she said, "Oh, you have a fantastic voice. I love this song and no and all that." So I was quite feeling high about it because Nandita Das is a great actress
Yeah, of course. Yeah, great.
and she's a
And
great thinker too. Mm.
yeah, indeed. I mean, ma'am, I've personally witnessed a number of songs that you have performed in the concerts with during my trips to India, and
Mm.
of course, I was there in the Chennai concert in August 2019, which I
Okay.
think you were one of the organizers, was it, or one of the promoters, or
That
not
was
really?
my my other sister.
Yeah,
You mean okay, that concert. Okay. Mm. No, I
yeah,
wasn't the organizer. It was organized uh, by Raindrops.
yeah.
Uh, one of the concerts. Yeah. Mm.
Okay, yeah, okay. I mean, I feel that that concert absolutely rocked, ma'am. And is it because of the fact that it was in Chennai? It was absolutely amazing. The energy was great. Not that the other concerts were not as great, but what I'm trying to ask you is, when it comes to a concert in Chennai, is there an extra level of magic that actually is deliberate,
Um,
or it just
you
happens?
have no. See, the thing is, in Chennai, you get everything that you want. It's there at hand. If
Yeah.
you want a bunch of chorus singers, yes, you can put them. If you want a bunch of musicians, you can put. So all of them are there,
Yeah.
and anything that is missing, you can always get it there. You got
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
for Rahman. It's
Yeah.
easier because whereas when you travel somewhere else, you if something is missing, then it will be a big problem. Or to get that settled and uh, to source it, it's going to be
Mm.
difficult. So that way, I think Chennai is better.
Right.
But I also loved Trichy concert.
It
Did you
was
come to
great.
the Trichy concert?
I was there. Yes. We
Yeah,
even
that was
catching up.
also rocking. Oh my God. I think that was one of our best concerts.
Of
What do
course.
you say?
I agree, and I feel you might also agree with me that Alphonse came and he rocked it and he swept everything and went away.
Yeah, his song is like that, where you can
Yeah.
put in a lot of emotion and power. So,
Yeah.
and it is that blues and jazz mix. Lovely.
Yeah.
Mm.
But it was phenomenal. I mean, the thing is, I actually got to see you all do the rehearsals as well and things like that. It was like absolutely amazing, no doubt about it. I even shared the pictures to you, as you might remember.
Yeah, yeah.
The thing is, ma'am, actually, on the note of the concerts again, e- now you can tell me either as a being a sister or a performer in the concert, do you actually get to pick a song saying this is what I'll sing, or you actually get to sing this is what you need to sing? Or how does it
No,
work?
I can't pick a song with Rahman. He picks the song for me. He says, "This is good for you. You do it." So that's what it is. So I have my 100% freedom in my concerts, but
Yes.
I really love whatever he picks for me, and I know
Mhm.
he want the best for me. So I should be agree to whatever he asked me to.
Right. And ma'am, actually, Sarattu Vandila song, you absolutely rocked it, ma'am. No doubt
Thank
about
you,
it.
thank you so much.
And this is my one of my most favorite songs. And then, look, I don't want to hide, but I'm just wanting to request you to sing a couple of lines, if that's okay.
Oh yeah, sure, sure. சரட்டு வண்டியில சீரட்டோழியில வரும் தெரிஞ்சது உமுகம் உள்ளம் கிள்ளும் அந்த கள்ளச்சிரிப்புல மெலிச்சி வந்தது எமுகம் சரட்டு வண்டியில சீரட்டோழியில வரும் தெரிஞ்சது உமுகம் உள்ளம் கிள்ளும் அந்த கள்ளச்சிரிப்புல மெலிச்சி வந்தது எமுகம் அடி வெத்தல போட்ட உதட்ட எனக்கு பத்திரம் பண்ணிக்கோடு நான் கொடுத்த கடனை திருப்பி கொடுத்து சத்தியம் பண்ணி கொடு எழுத்தும் சூடு கொள்ள 10 நிமிஷம் தான் ராசாத்தி ஆணுக்கோ 10 நிமிஷம் பொண்ணுக்கோ 5 நிமிஷம் பொதுவா சண்டித்தானம் பண்ண மாம்பழைய பொண்ணு கிண்டி கிழங்கெடுப்ப சரட்டு வண்டியில சிரட்டொழியில உறந்தெரிஞ்சது முகம் உள்ளம் கிள்ளும் அந்த கள்ளச்சிரிப்புல மெலிச்சி வந்தது எமுகம்.
Great, ma'am. Awesome. Ma'am, how do you sing it so soulfully and with so much ease?
I think in a song, if you don't put in a little emotion also, then
Yeah.
that song is a total waste. It's just like reading a poetry or something like that. So unless you put in some emotion, then the song uh, has a soul, body, everything for it.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, these songs actually play on a daily basis for me, ma'am. It's on my playlist. I'm
Okay.
just curious to ask you, do you listen to your own songs? As in, is it on your playlist, or is it something like, I have sung this, I've been there, done that, I don't go back?
No, I do listen to my songs, but it's not because I have sung it.
Yeah,
I like the song and I listen to it. That's all.
right. Okay, great. Ma'am, I mean, slightly moving away from the music part. The thing is, I mean, of course, exactly this time last year, the number plate and the BMW car thing and all happened, and then just went crazy. Did
Mm.
did sir have any comment on that, saying "Yaar in the Paityakaran" or something like that, or absolutely
I
nothing? Of course, he
mean,
acknowledged.
I saw it only on Twitter. Right? He didn't
Yeah,
even tell anything of that sort. He probably would have spoken to you. I don't know, but
yeah.
he didn't. Other comment panla.
Okay, right. I was just curious, like, do any conversations happen inside? I mean, indoors, saying, "Who's this crazy guy who's done something like this?" And
No, no, no. He respects his fans and he'll never
yeah,
do that. Never tell them. I'm sure about it.
no, I'm not saying that he would have, but he must have been amused with people going as crazy as that, or I was just curious.
We don't discuss such things. He doesn't discuss his fans with me.
Yeah.
We probably discuss about spirituality, my mother, her treatment, and only those kind of things.
Mm.
So
Okay.
very occasionally we talk about fans or anything else.
Yeah.
Even music for that matter. Okay, very occasionally we discuss.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, of course, he did make a comment saying you're just crazy. And lately, the thing that he's behind on my back is me to get married. Especially, I shared these pictures with him. This is my office slash home office slash ARR room. So
Okay,
I shared these pictures with him, and
okay.
his response was "Ponnu patacha?" question mark. Anyway,
So your parents didn't force you to get married?
ma'am, I escaped. That's why I'm sitting here thousands of miles away.
Oh my God.
No, the thing is, I
Why
have
are
to.
you averse to marriage?
Sorry.
Why are you averse to marriage?
The thing is, no, I want to, but the point
Uh,
here is this is exactly what I said to Sir in the backstage of Richie concert as well. That Sir, I need to find the right one. So it's
True.
not that I don't want to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And and he said, okay, I might know someone in Melbourne. I'll let you know. And I actually wrote
Okay.
to him back. I wrote to him back saying, Sir, what happened to your recommendation? I've not heard about it. He didn't
You
say
would have just joked.
and I told him I've just blindly gone and married.
Oh.
And anyway, ma'am, you obviously would have heard 99 songs
Yeah.
as it released. I am one of those crazy ones. Whenever a song releases, it goes in an infinite loop. We all know that album had about 14 tracks, and for me, it took me almost about 4.5 weeks to get to the 14th track because
Oh.
track number one was going on and on and on and on and on, and then
Oh.
moved on. Because for me, I wanted to have this. I didn't want to lose the charm of missing out on track two, track three. In like, I didn't want to hear all the 14 tracks in one go.
Okay.
So how was it for you all, ma'am, when it releases? You just listen to it one after the other straight away, or it's usually like that for most?
I listen to everything at a go,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I pick my best, and it keeps on loop.
Mm,
Or
mm,
sometimes the whole thing goes when I'm traveling. All the
yeah,
14 songs keep going on a loop. That
yeah.
is from 1 to 14, 1 to 14, 1 to 14, like that.
Right.
So I think my favorite pick in this is Oh Ashik. Oh
Oh,
Ashika.
oh, Ashta. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Same here, ma'am. And I don't know, it just brings tears in my eyes whenever I listen to that, especially the Oma, that part when it goes in the high pitch and it does something.
Right.
Um, and there are so many songs like that, it actually does something to me. So I just couldn't pick this is the song that does. But I don't know how Sir just puts that magic in it, and he knows that this is going to hit the right chords at this
I
point.
know. Yeah.
So it's just something, I don't know, I could never describe it. It does something.
No, he himself says it's divine
Yes,
interference because
yes.
he says, I make the music. It is
Mm,
God who makes it connect to people. And
mm,
it should be true because some aura is there in his studio and
mm.
something magical about his music, something about his personality, so many things. So
Yeah, true. Ma'am, we're coming towards the end of the show. There's just last two more things that I would love to
okay.
ask you. The second last thing that I would like to ask you is, of course, he's your brother,
Mm.
and I mean, I'm sure you all have conversations on a daily basis. But one thing is for sure that he's going to be watching this whenever it releases. I'm 100% sure he will watch this.
Uh,
I was just going to ask you, is there a message for him?
I I don't think I can give any message to him. Hello? I don't think I can give any message to him. For me, if I ever want to give a message, it's not a message. it's only I keep learning from him, and I keep mm, I
You're
keep
very
looking up to
humble,
him.
man.
So I don't think there's anything that I can
Okay.
give for him.
Right. Okay. Great. And ma'am, maybe the look, I would love to have this podcast session going for days and days, and I just keep talking about music and to yourself and about sir, but unfortunately, I cannot do that, and neither can I have you all the time. So the last question I would like, I don't want to say the last question is there a song that you always wanted to perform in a concert, but you never got an opportunity to pick that song because you were given songs, obviously. But is there a song that you absolutely love and you would love to perform? And who knows, when Sir watches this, he includes that song in the future.
Kaatachiriki. I like to perform Kaatachiriki.
Right. Maybe on that note, maybe two lines, ma'am.
Uh, just suddenly.
I'm so
What?
sorry.
The lyrics I don't have. I'll try. You have the lyric. Kaatachiriki, kaatachiriki, kaatachiriki. I don't have the lyric. That's the problem.
That's
What to
fine.
do now?